Hi, everyone. My name is Dave, and welcome to Extra Credit, a video series where we take an unscripted look at topics related to local history and exploring that history. All right, as we normally do at the start of the episode, just a quick reminder to visit my website. You'll find a link in the description. There, you'll find all kinds of content related to the topics we take a look at in this video series and then some. Luna's bringing me her toy here. She wants me to throw it. Including a section for extra credit. And so there you're going to find a link to all of the past episodes. So if you're new here and you haven't seen past episodes, or if you've looked at extra credit before, if you've taken a look at our episodes, maybe you've missed one, or maybe you want to look back on one, and additionally, you're going to find links or at least sort of a list of upcoming episodes that we have yet to get to that will be coming up in the future. Additionally, you can follow me on social media. So you're going to find me on Facebook, you're going to find me on Twitter or X, and you're going to find me on Instagram. And last but not least, if you haven't already done so, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. There's all kinds of content that drops fairly regularly on this channel. Uh, Luna wants me to throw the toy here. Go get it, Luna. I think she didn't figure out where I threw it. There's all kinds of content that drops regularly on the channel here, and typically there's a delay from when it goes up on YouTube and then when it makes its way to social media. So if you subscribe to the channel, you turn on the notifications, you are going to get that content just as soon as it comes out instead of waiting for it to come out on social media. All right, so we've already had a sort of an entertaining start to the episode. You can see where that we're outside. So this is the latest episode that we've ever filmed outdoors here at camp. It is the 10th of November today. We've had just an unbelievable fall. Um, September was hot and dry, like summertime hot and dry. We didn't get a lot of rain. It was like ridiculously hot to the point where there were days where the temperatures were over 30 degrees Celsius. It was just absolutely crazy. October was beautiful as well, and the start of November has been wonderful as well. Obviously, the temperatures have dropped a little bit since those very, very warm September temperatures, but still above seasonal and allows us to get kind of outdoors here and film this episode outside. In any case, so what we're going to be doing in this episode is we're actually going to be rewinding back to something that we did in the springtime. So this is essentially a follow-up to a sub-series that we started called Getting There. And essentially what we did in the first installment is we talked a little bit about getting out to the hikes, right? So it's sort of the process that's involved, uh, how I get out there, vehicle, tires, all that kind of fun stuff. And then we also did that. So we filmed that last fall. And then what we did is we actually filmed an episode where we actually drove out to a location. So that first or sort of second episode, that first sort of field episode, we drove out to where we were going to be hiking on the Kinghorn Railway grade, basically just to the east of Jellicoe in the municipality of Greenstone. So the problem with that was October. Generally, a good chunk of the episode was kind of filmed in the dark because obviously having to leave at like 6 o'clock in the morning to be able to get out there, and so there was a lot of it that was filmed, again in the dark. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to do one of these episodes where it was a little bit lighter, a little bit brighter out. And so what we did was we filmed one in June. And basically it was kind of like a two-parter because we're filming the getting there part to basically get from here to where we were going. In this case, we were going similar to where we did in that second episode. So we were actually going a little bit further to the east. So that first episode, again, we had gone up Kinghorn Road, close to the site of Kinghorn Station on the former Canadian Northern Line. And this time we were going a little bit further to the east of that, a little bit closer to Geraldton, and we were going to go up. We're going to go up Wildgoose Beach Road to another location. And basically, what we were going to do there was we were going to do a couple of things. We were going to film this episode. we were going to take the drone up to film some of the railway grade in the area as it passes through a chain of lakes. And then at the same time, we were going to film an episode of Extra Credit, basically passing through that particular area. So essentially, we were doing kind of three things with the episode. Now, the difference is that in June, getting closer to the summer solstice, it's much brighter, much earlier, and so basically the you can essentially see more. Here comes the dog. She found her toy, and she's coming running up with a toy, and she's going to bring it to me. Hi, Lynn. You ready? Go get it. Luna loves being out here. And so, any case, so yeah, what we did was it was a couple weeks into June, and so we left camp here. I think we left around that 6 o'clock time, but it was light out, and so basically you're going to see a little bit more. And so you're going to see us kind of leaving the camp here, and then there's some shots of us driving on the highway and then turning off onto the road that brings us up to the railway grade, which is Wildgoose Beach Road. That area is very, very close to the station at Kemel. So there's a station at Kemel to the west, and to the east there is a station called Kenwell. Ready? Silly dog. And in any case, so it turned out really, really well. We got some shots of us kind of driving and kind of, some of the areas that we're driving through. So, for example, got some shots passing through Orient Bay, and then obviously a little closer to Wild Goose Beach Road. And so, in any case, maybe what we'll do is we'll stop right now, and then we'll show you the video, and then we'll come back and debrief. All right, here we go. Take two. About 3 seconds down the road and realized I forgot something. Hopefully I got everything now. It's a beautiful morning, 9 degrees. Hopefully the weather cooperates with us. No, we're going to get annihilated by the bugs. To look out the window, but I'm not opening the window because there's bugs. It's been a little wet. The mosquitoes and the black flies are terrible.
In 1.5 kilometers, turn left on 11.
Buzzing around in here. All right, we're going to shut off, and then we're going to come back when we're in the midst of our journey. All right. So almost an hour and 20 minutes into our journey. 105 kilometers, almost 106 kilometers. We've got another hour and 13 minutes to go. So we're here at Orient Bay, which is one of the, as far as I'm concerned, one of the most beautiful places in the area. Coming up here on the southern part of the bay. So you can see these huge ridges around us. These are the Pidgeotawabik Palisades. See these huge rock cliffs.
bays here that used to be old outlets of Lake Nipigon. So the southern part is Orient Bay, and the northern part is Kitchitawabik Bay. So there's some beautiful little waterfalls here with water swirling over it. So here's McCollum's Resort. The railway line crosses here from the west side of the bay over to the east side. It's a little clearer when we get to our destination. A bit of cloud here. We need some sun to kind of illuminate everything. It's up and about. Before that, it was a marine base for Abitibi boats working on Lake Nipigon. Another hour to go. So now we're coming up on where Orient Bay Station was. In 1916, the railway opened a lodge here that was known as the Nipigon Lodge, and eventually it changed its name to the Royal Windsor Lodge. It was called the Royal Windsor Lodge because 1919, Prince Edward, who would later become King Edward VIII, visited here, and after Edward abdicated his throne in 1936, he became the Duke of Windsor, so that's why it's called Windsor Lodge. Probably going to be the bathroom. There's Nancy to get going. Now we're going right into the sun here. Last of the major hills. Lots of times when we do our hikes, we talk about how the transports like to use this highway, Highway 11, as opposed to Highway 17 that runs next to Lake Superior. It's a little bit longer, but it's flatter. So once we get past this section here where we're close to Orient and Kitchitawabik Bays, then we kind of pull away from there and gets flat. So close to where we're going today. And pitch black here. Difference between June and October. So here's the river. Here's the Pastagani. There's the bridge for the railway crossing the river as well. Alright, so we're going to switch off here. We'll come back when we get closer to our destination. Alright, so we're back. We're just about to turn off the highway here. Probably get
Turn left on Wildgoose
pile of
Beach
sun
Road.
here. Dog's getting antsy.
In 5.5 kilometers, arrive at Kemel Access on the left.
Alright, so there you go, 5.5 kilometers. We gotta go up Wildgoose Beach Road. This road isn't necessarily the best. Right, Lynn? How many times I've been up this road? A few times. I've been up this road half a dozen times at least. We're here in 2021. When we did the section that we're doing right now. I think we were here in 2022. On the other side. Once in the spring. And then we were here a couple times in the summer. And I was here last year, so yeah, maybe half a dozen times. Dog must really have to go to the bathroom. It's usually like out the window. So this is a fairly well-used road. There's a nice beach here on Wildgoose Lake. It's interesting too because it's kind of like in a bit of a sort of an upland area. You know, you get get some spots where you're in like swamp. Another couple kilometers to go here. Okay. See what the clouds decide to do. I'm hoping that the sun stays out. The whole point of doing this is to fly the drone over this area, just because of how the railway grade cuts through all the lakes here and stuff, and it'd be nice if we had some clear sky so you can kind of see the lakes really well in the railway grade. See what Mother Nature gives us here. Caution, men and equipment working. I guess they're logging in here. Okay, just relax now. We're almost there. This all in the last year because it wasn't like this when we were here last spring. Okay, we're almost there. Just hold your horses.
Arriving at Camel Access on the left.
All right. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this adventure. So we're at our destination. Make sure you check out the video that we're going to be filming for our exploration series.
All right, so hopefully you enjoyed the video and enjoyed what we saw kind of driving along and you know, the experience that it is. Again, I mean, some of these drives are quite lengthy. So in this case, driving up to Wildgoose Beach Road is about a 2.5 hour drive. So it does take quite a long time to get from where we are to get to where we're going. And again, this is not my home. This is my camp. This is my summer place, right? And so, you know, basically it's from my house to get to here is 50 minutes, right? And so if I was actually driving from home, I'd have to add another 50 minutes onto the drive. And so that would be a well over 3 hour drive, 3 hour and 20 minute drive to go from my house there. So basically being out at camp here shortens the distance a little bit, but still, it's a pretty lengthy ride to get out to some of these locations. And over the years, I've put a lot of miles on my vehicle. I know this year. I was just sort of looking at some of the numbers, and there was several thousand kilometers that I put on just doing some of the hikes. And again, I wasn't going to some far distances. A lot of them were on the former Grand Trunk Pacific line. And hi, Lina. Did you go in the water? And so again, I wasn't driving as far, but I still managed to put on a lot of kilometers. In any case, hopefully, in coming episodes, we're going to. There's another one she wants me to throw. Are you ready? She just bumped the thing. Ready? In any case, make sure you check out. So that's going to be the next month's episode is going to be the one where we basically filmed along the former Kinghorn grade, the former Canadian Northern grade, when we arrived at our destination. So basically the area around a chain of lakes just to the east of Wildgoose Lake. She's all riled up here just to the east of Wildgoose Lake, and so there's a series of lakes that the railway grade passed through. It's a very very beautiful area, and sort of speaks to the challenges of sort of constructing through that area. So in any case, hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Again, hopefully you enjoyed sort of us being outdoors at this particular time of the year. Again, it's very very rare that we're able to do this. You can see the dog running around like a crazy lady in the background. And obviously, the next episode that we're going to film, most likely we're going to be inside because these conditions can't last forever, and we're going to have to retreat to the indoors to film the next one. Just trying to keep her away from the camera here. She's all worked up. In any case, make sure you stay tuned for that next episode coming up next month. And in any case, I'm just smelling her because this morning I do have a security camera outside, and I saw a skunk walking around, so I'm kind of a little bit leery. Hopefully, the skunk has moved on. A couple weeks ago, she got sprayed by a skunk at home, and so that was not a very pleasant experience. And so we're trying to avoid that. So in any case, as I was trying to say, make sure you tune into that episode next month where we actually do the hike. But in any case, thanks for tuning in. And again, we're going to be back with more episodes for the coming months. And so make sure you stay tuned for those. And in any case, take care and stay safe.